You know, he gonna make me choke his ass out. He don't balk.
Say it again.
He gonna make me choke his ass out.
Who?
Fucking Scruffy. He to get your attention, he just make buku fucking noise. He don't bark like he don't know that dogs bark.
Mm-hmm.
The only time he might bark is when he's really pushed and nobody's listening to that bull he's doing. That bully stuff he doing.
Mm-hmm.
But then he don't really bark. Then he go, "Burr, burr." And that be it. Be like, what the fuck wrong with him, man? I'm gonna have to teach him how to bark.
Please.
What up, Chatterboo?
Hey, try to bullshit.
I'm doing okay. I'm good. You know, I've been slowly but surely eating and whatnot. But all that cramping and pain that I was having and whatever, well, it wasn't cramping. All the bloating and the pain that I was having is like it's gone. Majority of it. You know, I ain't had none of that in a while. You know, I get up in the morning, I fart, I be like, thank you, Jesus. Uh yeah, I laugh, but other than that, you know, because that was what was going on. What up, Cheryl?
Hey,
My
Cheryl.
body wasn't able to get the bloatedness and whatever out. And I haven't took gas pills, Tylenol, Mylanta in about a week. What up, Jay? How you doing?
AJ.
So I'm kind of okay. See this little fucker here? I when Curtis was like, when I moved, can I take him? I was so tempted to be like, right. I was so tempted to be like, yeah, Curtis, give me whatever, and you can have him. But you want to know what? Curtis don't feed him. Crazy, ain't it? He'll halfway walk him and play with him a little bit, but he will not feed him. I told Curtis this morning, me and Keisha left out here about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I told him, I said, feed him before I get back, so you know, because I like to feed him in the morning, and then I like to feed him again about 5, 6 o'clock at night. And Curtis had not fed him. Gonna say, well, when you left, Scruffy said, fuck me, and he went to sleep. I said, yeah, because he know you ain't gonna feed him. So why even sit up there and be hungry and suffer and you ain't feeding? So that's my beef. I can't like let Curtis take him because of that. But I was I don't know. I don't know what to say about him. And you know, you bring him outside, let him run. If you don't want to chase him, he don't want to run. What kind of shit is that? You know what I mean?
Right.
No, Curtis ain't moved out. But who the dog or my son? Well, let's see. The dog is 6 months old and Curtis is 21. Okay. Then when you play fetch with him, he'll bring you the ball back, but he gonna throw it near you. He's not gonna give it to you. You're like, you little, you know, And he's smart because when he got to use the bathroom and he got to eat, he gonna do what he got to do to get your attention. I used to have a little bone up in there, one of them little squeak toys. Oh my God, he used to run us fucking crazy when he was younger. Cause he wouldn't balk. He would just squeak on the toy until somebody was like, "You must need to go out. Oh, you must want to eat." And he will not balk like that. Like I've not heard a real balk from this dog since I brought him. Like he do. I know I understand he a puppy, but he a big puppy to fucking not be whatever. But I'm saying that. But it took Kane to make Scrappy a barker, and that's why I always like when I have to deal with puppies. If I can, I like to have a dog already, cause they help you train the dog as
Hey,
well.
Tweety.
What up, Tweety? Thank you. Oh wow. I know you told me what kind of dogs you had, but could you reiterate that for me? Oh, we gonna go outside tomorrow morning and see what the plants look like. This morning, I went out there and I watered them with some, you know, treated water. I didn't clip them down yet though. And fox terrier mix. Hmm. Both of them, or one is a fox terrier and one is a mix, or they a fox terrier mix. I oh, both are under 15 pounds. Keisha sitting up here and she was like, I know we was missing a dog and you got the dog because we couldn't get the breed that we want. But I'm going through it because it's just not a pit bull. And I'm like,
Right.
are you serious, fucker? She's like, yeah. And
It went from scaring me to me loving it, you know. And I never picture myself missing a dog,
she's
even
like,
wanting one.
I we just gotta figure out a way to get us a pit bull. And I was like, a dog is a dog is a
No,
dog,
it's not.
but it's really not. It's really not because my friends out here ripping me and shit, y'all, talking about how the fuck you go from a pit bull, the killers and shit,
You know,
to get a poodle. What's wrong? Are you okay? I'm like, oh wow, y'all clowning me and shit. That's fucked up. But that's all they know from me. I've had pits for years.
dang.
Wow. Right. And I'm sorry, it's something, it's hot. I'm struggling. I don't want to travel. My sister want me to come on down to New Orleans, talking about come celebrate with me for my birthday. And I'm like, bitch, your birthday is in the hottest month of the year. I just don't see it. What? She originally wanted me to go to New Orleans. Yeah, she's coming here now, but she originally wanted me to go to New Orleans. And like I told her, if the mountain won't come to Mohammed, Mohammed must come to the mountain.
Dang.
Mm, wow. Dwayne,
Who else would it be?
that boy there, he's real aggravating. He's real.
She not allowed.
He talks all that good shit, but he's real narcissistic. This
What
boy will call here and aggravate everybody's sleep. But when he get here,
Say you want that.
What, that shelf? Of course I'll take a shelf.
Yeah.
What kind of question is that?
Keep on it.
Look at the shelf we got. When you take a metal red shelf over what we got?
It, keep on it. Keep on it.
I I was looking for, I don't know what
So how
kind.
you gonna bring it?
I do want a pit. He gonna make my baby come pick him up from work. Why? His friend Umberto got a
Stop
pickup
messing with
truck.
that.
His partner got a pickup
Stop
truck.
messing with that thing.
Why send my son with a minivan? Man, I look at my neighbor dogs. I wanted to buy one, but I just didn't like the way he
Oh.
was treating them. And I look at them now as
Mhm.
grown dogs, and I'm like,
Okay.
bitch, you should have just got your own, because you should have just got that puppy from him, because in the long run, it's not in nurture. The way I nurture my dogs are totally different.
Mhm.
And his puppies were smart. Like the one I really wanted, he only had one ear. But I knew that one ear could be a problem. Because what it looked like was like he was trying to
I see.
use nature, so to speak, to clip his ears. Or maybe he got in a fight with one of his little mates. But it looked like the ear was
In the line.
creased or something. And yeah, that's what it looked like he tried to crop it. What up, Janelle? And but it was only on one ear. So I couldn't understand it. So I was like, right, it doesn't take away from him. You know, like the only, I can understand you cropping a working dog's tail. I can wholeheartedly understand that. But cropping their ears, that deals with how they hear things and shit. And if their ears are protected, you know, from parasites and whatnot. And when you crop their ears, it just, my mama had her min pin. She didn't crop her ears, but when she got her tail was already cropped. But I don't mind giving me a min pin either. Keisha was like, what is it with you and these small dogs? But a min pin can get up to 15 pounds. You didn't think Doobie was big?
No.
He was big
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
That sucker used to be heavy to carry. He was 15 pounds of muscle. Shit. Wow.
You can call him. You can call him.
And you want to know some fucked up shit? Long as I lived with my mom and whatnot, I can't even remember what she used to feed her damn dog. And it wasn't no IAMS or nothing like that. All my yard dogs and shit, I raised them on Old Roy. I ain't gonna lie. Old Roy. Ain't no pedigree, ain't no dog child, no none of that. I raised all my dogs on Old Roy. And like I said, I had a Rottweiler pit. That motherfucker was 9. They thought that hoe was 2. So I don't know how they thought that though, because her face was full of white.
Let me get off this bone with you. So I can get back in there. Don't get in line, please.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You wasn't really having no conversation.
Yes, I was. They
Yo,
know how I talk. When I and they know how I talk.
I have a
They ain't crazy.
video that is coming up
Hey, Dave. I mean, I'm sorry. Janelle, how you doing?
that yo, I now have a crab box. Fuck you mean, Mel? Well, you know when you go buy crabs, they live. Well, the people in the store like to put them in fucking plastic bags. Like I need them to kill my crabs for me on the way home. Then in this fucking summer heat, that plastic really gonna kill them, you know?
Right.
And so just so happened it was stocking the store today. And I just so happened to run across a box about yay big, about yay thick, that has coals cut in the side because it's a dairy box. And I use that and I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna have to stop mutting them fucking crabs though. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, it was hot, but I was maintaining. I wasn't hot like that.
Oh,
The cooler can still smother them. They need to get air.
I see what they mean.
I miss crabbing. I really do. I want to take me a trip to New Orleans. I'm gonna go get me some crab nets and a fucking cane pole and go fishing. My son just looked at me like, "You country bitch." Well, what? What you looking at me for?
I just looked at you, bitch. Okay.
Well, I don't buy that many crabs. The cost of crabs, I buy crabs from Mel. Now I might fuck around and give Keisha one of them,
Wow.
but no. When I buy me crabs, I hope to give me 3 good ones. But if I don't, yeah, they're regular hit there, but I live in Texas, man. We ain't got no spots like that.
Right.
They say you could go crabbing at one of them parks, but let me tell you about these motherfuckers in Texas. You won't go crabbing, you gotta have a hunter's license. Like, bitch, really? You won't take a turtle home, you gotta have a hunter's license. Right, right. So, I'm like, can't go to the lake and take a turtle. You can't go there and get no fucking crabs. Like, what the fuck? And then their fucking license is something like, I want to say, okay, a fishing license is 30 something dollars. And if you want to be an aquatic hunter, you have to pay like another $10, $15. I was like, fuck, if I'm gonna stay in Texas, I gotta go ahead on and just bite the fucking bullet. Which that is cheaper than taking a trip down to New Orleans. But Texas wilderness, I am unfamiliar with that. Like all kind of shit be getting rabies out here and shit. Like I don't want to be bit by no crazy tree rat. You know what I mean? I don't want no fucking bat to fly out of somewhere and bite me. We didn't fucking encounter those issues in New Orleans.
Right.
The worst thing you had was the mosquitoes was gonna tear your ass up if you ain't get out there in time. But or you might run across the occasional snake or whatever. But all this Texas shit, no, I'm not used to that shit. Then look, y'all, I keep talking about this show alone. And they were eating squirrels. And they were acting like that was the best shit they ever ate. Which it probably was because they hadn't ate for days or weeks or whatever. But I'm do I eat snakes? I don't just necessarily be like, oh, let me go get me a snake. I got to eat me the snake. No, I ain't like that. But I've had rattlesnake, the company you keep and whatnot. And matter of fact, he was a dude from down out of Houston, country as he fucking wanna be. And but no, I don't go out my way to be like, ooh, I'm gonna get me a snake today. No, I'm not. No, that's not me. But I have had tried rattlesnake, and the reason I say that about the crazy ass dude out of Texas, out of Houston, he's the reason I've had a good bit of the wild, weird shit I've eaten. Like he was one of my daddy's friends. I can't tell you how they met, but they became quick partners. And he would always go hunting. And if he didn't go hunting, he knew a company somewhere down there in Houston where you could buy wild game and whatnot like that. See, they don't do that kind of shit in Louisiana because most of our wild game come from the water, even the nutria, they come from the water. And when my uncles and shit would go hunting, they gross asses was going to hunt squirrels. What the fuck? Who just say, oh, we gonna get up in the morning, we gonna go squirrel hunting? Like, what the fuck? No, I have not had muskrat before. Thank you, Jesus. I saw them eating that shit on that show, though. I've not even had Nutra. Thank you, Jesus. But they say it's a mighty tasty rat. That's what I was telling Keisha about that show. I'm feeling okay, Janelle. Russ muskrat meat is black. Well, they do have a black chicken. Wow. I just look, I have a little aversion to eating something that literally says rat in its name. I'm not gonna set out to eat nothing that has rat in its name intentionally. Now I could see if I have to and I'm surviving or something like that.
You want to be all naked and afraid, don't you?
Fuck no, I don't ever want to be in the woods nowhere naked. You know how many mosquitoes and insects and whatnot could crawl up crevices you don't want them in? Yeah. Most times, yeah. I'm going to say 8 out of 10 unless the dog has had an accident with their ear. But when they have them sticks on it and they taped on the dog head and the ears, yeah, that'd be cropping. Shit, Vija used to hold her ears up perfectly. She ain't need no cropping. But Doobie ears were cropped when we got him. But you also have to realize we brought him at 4 months old. And he's the reason I don't want a puppy older than 4 months old unless it's in the quote unquote optimal fucking situation. Because, yeah, on the Doberman, yeah, most definitely is cropping. But My mama got Doobie when Doobie was a little over 4 months, and he was what the man felt was the pick of the litter. And his daddy used to abuse the shit out of Doobie. And if you would leave him alone, he would have to always balk and cry, and he didn't want to be left alone and by his humans and whatnot. And oh my God, Doobie was just a piece. I'm just gonna say, but I'm trying to remember how much my mama paid for Doobie. I think she paid about $350, $400 for Doobie, and that's part of why they won't send him to the pound, because Doobie produced okay pups, but yeah, but the shit he used to do, we couldn't even leave him out. We would have to put him up because his separation anxiety was so rough. The things he would do when we would leave, it would be like, I know this your dog. I know you paid for him. And I know you basically got him basically from me, I guess. But I'm gonna cut this dog because Doobie would knock over trash. He would scratch up the sofas, and he was like a fucking cat. And even though he was a little dog, that shit would still cause damage.
That's why I don't
Right.
like them.
And yeah, that's what I'm saying. He used to tear up the house. How, like, you be like, how the fuck a 15-pound dog could do all this shit? Bitch, you going in your cage. When we leave you, you're gonna be in your kennel. Fuck, sometimes we'll come back and his kennel be turned over on the side. He be done cut up so damn much. Well, that don't matter because I wouldn't get one of them. See the husky, the Alaskan Malamute, um, fuck any dog with a double fur coat. I don't want them. What? Yeah, I know. I didn't look. He was supposed to be hyperallergenic, but I really do have to brush his dog at least once a week, or he sheds. And I'm well, fuck. The pit bull used to shed too. Keisha looking crazy, but we used to get more hair brushing Scrappy than we do brushing
Don't
Scruffy.
even do it. Don't try it. Don't go there.
Did you ever brush Scruffy?
No, and ain't gonna do it.
How you gonna? Did you ever brush Scrappy?
I brushed Scrappy. I brushed Scrappy. Yeah, I got a little hair off it, but he wasn't hairy.
You full of shit. See, you must have brushed him after we caught him. Because
No,
when we used to brush Scrappy, we used to have to clean the brush as we was brushing him. He would have that much hair.
I saw it.
You saw that.
I saw it.
It ain't even the fact that they're high energy dogs that I don't care for the husky. It's their shedding. And then they're also like pit bulls. You have to train them and train them to like fucking kids. You have to make them like kids. And then at that point when you have to make your dog like kids, can you really trust your kids with that dog? No, you can't.
Nope.
And so that's why I don't like, you know, because a husky is an aggressive breed. He's a work dog. He got to work. And that's why I'm thinking about I'm gonna pause for a second because I know some of y'all got ads, y'all probably done skipped them by now, so y'all bet. I I know that these type of dogs that I got that they put them into agility training, but I'm gonna have to look into see what other things that they put them in because this motherfucker is just so hyper and he's stubborn. All right then, thanks Janelle. And it's like I need to buy him a weighted vest or something because he just think he's Superman and he don't feel he feels like he's happy hop. He can just do whatever and go wherever. And that's like the other day I was walking him and I was holding the leash and he was trying to spin out and break off and he couldn't understand why he couldn't. I was like, wow. So when they walk him and he start doing this shit, they just immediately do whatever he wants. And I'm like, I have to get my sons on the same page with me as far as training goes with him. That's like last week we had family and guests over and whatever, and the kids was like, "Can we play with him and whatever?" I said, "I'll let y'all play with him, but don't come at me crying and complaining because he does a lot of jumping and hopping." So as they went to go play with him and whatnot, he had to go out. So they went and they opened the door for him. I said, "Y'all can let him out," and it was like he won't go out. I say, because you got to tell him he can go out. They was like, wow, he won't go out the door unless you let him. I was like, shouldn't all dogs be trained to do that? Like you don't want to open your front dog and your door and your dog just shoots out the damn door. And I just need to get my sons.
That's why I don't fuck with him like that. Because when you had a pit bull, you didn't let nobody play with him. You didn't let nobody play with Scrappy. Well, even though everybody was scared of Scrappy, but still, nobody played with your pit bulls. But they could play with this dog. I don't like that.
That's
I don't like nobody
because
playing with my dog. Because see, when they
that's
start
not
playing
your
with
dog.
exactly that's y'all dog. Because I'm getting me a pit bull. Because
Who
yeah,
gonna train it?
me. I'm gonna train him. I learned enough from you, bitch.
How you gonna train them and y'all can't get this fucking dog in line?
You talking to him, not me. I learned enough from you that I know how to train a dog. Well, you didn't think I was paying attention, bitch. I was paying attention. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, good morning, Keith. How you doing?
Good morning. Okay. I'm gonna go find me a bill.
What you
For my
mean?
purse.
At that point, it's not a pit bull, is it?
It's gonna be.
You gonna get a
She
little
gonna be mean as fuck.
How you gonna get a pit bull you can put in your purse?
Damn. Did you see that little pit that was running around out there? We was going somewhere and the little pit was out by itself or whatever.
That was a puppy.
Oh, okay.
The smallest a female pit bull gets is 25 pounds.
Okay.
You gonna carry a 25-pound dog in your purse?
No, when she gets 25 pounds, that bitch gonna be walking around.
That's like I saw a homeless woman today, and I was like, I know where to lie. I wanted to reach out and smack the fuck out of her. It wasn't because she was a homeless woman. It was because, okay.
She could barely fucking walk. Yep, in the Joseph bag, you already knew. You already knew.
She could barely walk. And she pulling this fucking 40-pound, 50-pound pit bull around with her in a basket. Like,
I want to steal that dog.
I didn't.
It was just because it was a pit bull.
It was a female too. That
I
what fucked
missed
me
it.
up about that dog was it cocked its leg, and it's a girl.
Yeah.
I was like,
She
wow.
let you know she that bitch. She that bitch. Literally.
It's like, bitch, it's hot out here. You barely could walk, and you putting this 50-pound dog around with a few of your possessions. Well, maybe all her possessions, unless she got a campsite somewhere. And bitch, you better fucking, you got enough free time, all the free time you need in the world. Make your dog a harness and make that bitch pull that basket.
I wanted to give her some money, but I didn't know she'd have came out of bag on me or nothing. You know.
I was like, do you
That
not
situation.
have dogs to make your life easier? So why don't you got to work for what you won't need? Why don't you make them work? And I guess guarding you at night is her work. But that dog let anybody walk up to them. Bitch wasn't even on alert.
Mm. See, that's him. He'll let a motherfucker walk up to him. I don't like that. He too fucking hypey. Fuck that. Bird, you gotta get it.
He's still a puppy. He gonna grow out of it.
Scrappy was a puppy. Scrappy ain't let nobody keep running, walking up
But
to
he
him.
also had elders. And also he was his mother's baby.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Snow
true
was
too. Boy,
mean
that
like
dude was
that from the
that
get-go.
bitch. Literally. She was that bitch.
Right. What you doing a week? I was wondering, you good? I meant to call you today, but time got away from me. Man, from the moment I got Snow at like fucking 8 weeks old, 9 weeks old, that bitch, that bitch was just mean. I don't think it was really that she was mean. She was really more of a work dog.
That was my baby.
That bitch was about guarding shit.
Mm-hmm.
She was about watching her surroundings.
Right.
And she was like me. Like, she was like, what you looking like that for?
Today, this bitch is fucking playing with us. Calm down, baby. It's fine.
Because you trying to go through them during Mardi Gras. Of course, it's already booked up. But that's like with my neighbor. Now I don't let nobody touch my fucking dog. And you gonna sit there. Can I touch your dog, please? I say, you know what? If she let you, I'll let you. But if she bites you, it ain't my fault. And that motherfucker will let motherfuckers get up on her, pet her. But you better walk away looking from at her because she gonna lunge at you.
Mm-hmm. What?
You need to hydrate. She said I wasn't feeling too hot today. Had to nap midday. My head was hurting so much. You
Get
need to
better with that
hydrate
because that
more.
fucking heat ain't no joke.
You need to go to a cooling center. Or what?
Get off that damn. Get off that. I wish I had some money because I'd get that whole house. Bitch, get off that bus. I hate that. I really hate that part. Get what? Liquor license? Because that damn heart in the way, I can't fucking see shit. Go get those.
Oh, so you were already in cool air. Wow. Well, maybe you need to go get your ass checked out. What did you do that for?
Because it was in my bed.
Man. No. I was out there today. I was like, wow, this is awesome. Keisha
You
was
felt
like,
like
bitch,
that, bitch. I was so fucking hot. I wanted to fight.
nah, today felt wonderful.
Didn't the little bitch gonna fucking keep coming back looking at her truck, bitch? The fuck you think somebody about to stick your shit? Bitch, get the fuck on, bitch. We be the ones to watch your shit.
Did you take her somewhere? Did she eat something? Oh wow.
What is that?
Her cat.
And okay, I would never do that. Name an animal after one parent because I lose it. It's like losing them all over. I'll never do
That's
that.
your thinking.
Yeah, it is.
Well, both of them done named their animals after my mom, and I just think that's just downright
Who
wrong.
are both of them?
My brother and my sister.
Your brother named the animal after
His
your
dog
mom?
was named after my mom.
Why would they name an animal after your parents?
Maybe they think that's gonna make them take care of it.
I wish they would name something Keisha. Or Keisha. That bitch gonna
Hi,
die.
you try to name Anime Keisha.
She is Keisha.
No, this is Anime.
She's Keisha.
Anime ain't get fed today. She lurking at the
Oh
bottom.
man, I forgot.
I gotta clean her bowl.
Yeah, but
Her
it's
cup.
an animal.
That sucker done got big, y'all. Y'all see her? When I brought her, she was like, I ain't gonna say she was no inch or nothing, but she was like
That's
that
freaky.
big. What, I got a
No.
fish in the bowl?
No.
What?
Naming an animal a family name. I could see a child. I don't know. Maybe I'm just cut from a different cloth.
I don't see it. I told you when my brother told me his dog name was whatever Marie, I wanted to smack the fuck out of him.
Why?
Cause how dare you name
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
a
Why would you
fucking
name
my
an
parent,
animal
you know?
after your parent? That I don't know. I just feel like that's disrespect.
Yeah, it is New Orleans, but we
But
saying it
damn,
wrong.
that's a
Like
parent thing.
her is Marie.
Right.
It's not Marie, it's Marie. And
Did you feel that way when you found out she named the dog like that? Named the cat Marie?
I told actually if I asked her.
You want to just make her too?
Ask her.
Why
Well,
would you
when
say
my
that?
brother named his dog after my mama, so to speak, it was still kind of fresh. You know, it was right after Katrina. You know, my mama hadn't even been gone but a few. And my brother didn't love my mother.
Okay, I see why you would want to smack.
My brother didn't care two fucks about my mama. He put on that front. He was just waiting for the payday.
Sad.
And come on, he the one who convinced her, you know, well, maybe you should just let go. And once he told her that shit, it's like she wasn't hearing nothing else.
Wow.
Yeah, that fucker big.
Yeah, ain't anything. Yeah, she enemy.
What?
She enemy. Because I swear, they named a fucking animal after me. I'm going to feel disrespected. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
She was what?
Her only boy telling her that she was done with.
Mm,
And you know,
that's no good nigga shit, though.
me and Keisha was just talking earlier, and She was like, yeah, y'all was a little whatever, but y'all were poor adjacent.
Right.
And I was like, bitch, you know, but
Yeah.
I was telling her once my brother decided he didn't want to go on family vacations no more, we didn't get to go no more either. They stopped doing family vacations. And she was like, I'd have whooped that bitch ass.
Hell yeah, I'd have fucked him. I'd have smothered him. For real, I'm sorry. I just would have did it.
And I could beat him up. That's why he
I
stopped
had to
fighting
do
me.
it. Cause bitch, that's family time. What the fuck? Why would you want to fucking stop that?
Because he didn't want to be part of the family.
Well, bitch, that's your problem.
I could tell you around the age
Bitch,
that
there's two more of us that want to
my
fucking do
mama
it,
fucking
bitch.
felt that we was old enough to be left in the house like 11, 12 years old. He wouldn't even fucking go nowhere. He wouldn't go to family outings. She had to drag him to family reunions, and
Really?
we only did that every few years. We didn't have a family reunion every year,
And he
every
didn't
year
want to
per
go to
se.
it?
And he didn't want to go.
Yeah.
Even though it was not only our cousins that we dealt with on a regular, it was a lot of extended cousins that we used to do shit with and stuff. He would not go.
Black means a privilege.
What?
Black means a privilege.
Psh, shit. Now he'll take the bus out to the country by himself to go fucking squirrel hunting and shit. But
So he was into that kind of stuff.
yeah, but we wasn't invited. And see, that's why going by my daddy people was the optimum situation for him, because they they didn't let us do shit.
Okay, thank you.
Like, he knew if he went to the country, even if he was forced to take us on the bus with him, which my daddy would have never let happen, no way. My daddy would have been like, look here, bitches, I'm gonna bring y'all down there in the morning. But hey, you ain't catching no bus with my baby girl. And my daddy don't talk like that, y'all.
I was just about to
I'm
say,
just
why you gotta
saying,
make it sound
that's
like
how
that?
he was. And but when we would go out there by my daddy people, it was like, I'm not gonna say they set us on thick pillows and we couldn't go outside or nothing, and we had to stay in the shade and the air conditioning. No, it was not like that. But for my brother, he had the sportsman paradise for real. And they would not let us as females be part of that. We couldn't even ride our bikes. When we rode our bike, let me tell you the distance we was able to ride our bike when we went to my grandma's house. From my grandma's house to the Conda. And my grandma's house set maybe 3 houses off the Conda. And the only reason we could go to the Conda was they could see the Conda from the door. And that was the only reason we were allowed to ride to the Conda. Because you could see it from the door. But as far as going that other way, we bet fucking not. But here it is, my brother was riding. I got the opportunity to ride with my brother and his friends one time. And these bitches was going out in the country and riding on these fucking trails in the woods and shit. I was like, no wonder you don't fucking want to be in the house. And I only got that opportunity once. Right. You'd have thought he grew up there full time. And I was like, wow. Our fucking ancestors out there was teaching him French and everything, and they he would be in the woods and shit, and they would take him hunting with them and shit. He could be around all the hunting dogs and shit. We wasn't allowed that. What? And
That's messed up.
like I said, the one time I did get to ride with them, I was like, fucking right. I see why your motherfucking ass like being out here. Cause even though we had that freedom in New Orleans, being in the woods in the country is a whole nother different thing. What up, Miss Boosie?
Hey,
How
Miss
you
Boosie, how
doing?
you doing? Shit.
And so I was like, you know what? And another thing about my brother is, even though my brother was had his friends and he had grew up with all these boys through the years and whatever, my brother just wasn't cool. So, you know, he wasn't witty like that. He didn't know his way around a joke, And so whenever it was a chance, he wouldn't want me around his friends. And it wasn't for the fact, you know how back then in the day, you better leave my sister alone. It wasn't none of that. It's just that he knew that they would most likely prefer me to him. That's just like when I really realized that I could really beat him up, because I understand, don't fight your brother, don't fight your sister, but if you're not there, it's gonna happen.
Fight me, bitch. I'll fight you.
you know. And I was about 14 or 15, and me and my brother had a fight because he felt like, they used to leave him in the house a lot by himself. So he felt like when he was there, it goes how he go, why he wanted to go. And my brother would always have bitches in the house when my parents weren't there. Some of the bitches I liked, some of them I didn't like. So we would fight about that. And one day I beat him up. And how I knew he felt like he that I beat him is because he just left me alone and walked off. I was like, I beat this bitch up. I was like,
Like
this
you
bitch
couldn't
don't want to
believe
fight
it.
me no more. I couldn't, because, you know, as an older sibling, it's your place not to let your younger sibling beat you. But he couldn't control it. And how I knew it was when he got old enough that he started making money, he started taking self-defense classes.
Oh my god. That nigga was scared of you.
Yeah.
You never told me that one.
You didn't know that?
No.
You ain't never seen my brother
So he
in
was
his
scared of
gi?
you.
Right.
Oh my god.
Right.
So you must have really wound out on him, man.
I did, because that particular day, he really fucking, I don't
Kissed
know
you
what
out.
it was, but he really got up under me and I wanted to fuck him up that day.
Damn.
I remember that day. And I think when people realize that you want to unalive them, they don't want to fuck with you.
Right.
And this particular day we was fighting,
Oh my goodness.
and my mama upstairs hallway not that wide. It's about the width of this table.
Yeah.
And we got to fighting in that hallway, and on the other side of that hallway was the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when he was on my back, and I was like, no, bitch, you got to get off me. And I rammed him into the wall. But as I was doing it, I was trying to throw him over the step. And when his feet hit that wall and he realized I was picking him up, it changed him. Because me and my brother used to always fucking tussle. He was the oldest boy, I was the oldest girl, and even though whatever, bitch, I can't let you get me in trouble with you.
Right.
Or even if they do let that slide for you, it's gonna be some dumb shit on me.
Right. Yeah.
But not only that, though, he used to have a girlfriend who was older than him by a lot of years. So, bitch, you ain't gonna tell me what to do. You ain't nothing but a kid. That's the type of bitch she was.
Mm.
And I nicked her. And he saw me, and I think that changed him too. He like, this bitch.
Really crazy.
Right. Like, I can't fuck with this bitch. And I those type of things, but I wasn't trying to kill him. I was just gonna hurt him when I threw him over them steps. Cause where I was gonna throw him at was closer to the bottom. He wouldn't have had that many steps to go down. But I ain't gonna lie, it was at least an 8-foot drop.
Dang. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm serious.
I wasn't gonna kill him. I was just gonna hurt him. Fuck.
You just don't understand. And then that was around the time that he was mad a lot. And I'm like, bitch, I'm not about to let you take me out. And he was mad because my brother's a little nerd. He always want to academically excel and whatnot, whatnot. And that was around the time in which he could not go to school. So because he couldn't go to school and whatnot, he was mad a lot. Fuck, we've all had our share of going down the steps. That's how I knew I wasn't gonna kill him. I was just gonna hurt him.
Hmm.
And we've all had our fair share of tumbles down the steps, okay? So that's how I knew I wasn't gonna kill him. We all
That's how I
fuck.
wasn't gonna get.
We used to, the summertime come, fucking vacation come, we up in the fucking going down the steps riding in blankets and shit. Like we really riding down snow or something. We got our cardboard and shit. Come on, everybody out, let's go. And we all push off and we all ride down together in that blanket. Or we would lay down in the cupboard and everybody would wrap up and we would go down the steps. We would push each other down the steps like.
Y'all were bored, wasn't you?
We ain't have nothing to do.
I didn't do that shit. I was dumb.
Fuck no, we was kids. We ain't have nothing else to do. We used to do a lot of fuck wild shit. You can really tell we did not have supervision, okay? We used to do a lot of fucked up shit. Like, we thought we was making a bomb with mothballs and ammonia and bleach. All we did was almost kill our fucking selves.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't do that shit till I was grown and we moved in the house with stairs because I was
Right, Miss Boosie? Fuck
I
no.
go up and but coming down, I had my car.
You know what kind of fucking pumped out brakes about riding down them steps though? They took the fucking carpet off. Oh, don't say that because bitch, carpet burns is a motherfucker too.
Yeah, it does.
Woo! You ever had a good old carpet burn?
Cardboard.
Oh my god, that
it makes the ride down easier.
We kind of pumped our brakes when they took the carpeting off, But shit, we used to love playing on them steps. And it was like, I believe it was something like 15, 17 steps. And we would just have our fun. They went straight down and then they got to a landing. Then they had 2 more steps at the landing. Boy, we used to have some fun on them steps.
You know what you know? Oh, man.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, that shit used to be fun, too, playing on the soapy floor. Okay, 17. Fuck no. When they not there, how can they stop you? Long as y'all don't break nothing and everybody okay, y'all good. That's like I was telling Curtis, and Curtis would look at me like, wow, are you fucking serious? Y'all used to do shit like that? And I'm gonna pause because I got some ads inserted.
How do you know?
It just said it.
Oh.
Man,
I bet you did.
we used to have so much fun on them steps because we grew up in a house when we were growing up as little kids, everything was all on one floor. Fuck, we lived in a 1 bedroom apartment with our parents till I was about 7. And then we moved to the big house. I say it like that because, like I say, we grew up in a 1 bedroom apartment till I was like 7. And once we moved to the big house, there was so much more room. There was so much more shit we could do. Like my daddy built a wall. He built a bookcase in the wall, climbing on that shit like we was Spider Man and shit. Wait, how we gonna get all the way to the top? Or going out there pulling the ladder from under the house. They ain't gonna be home. They ain't gonna know. We used to do all kind of shit. Man, we used to be out there making little fires. But this is the thing Curtis looked at me when I was crazy about. Because when my sons were young, I tried to build ramps and shit for them to ride their bikes on and shit. And it was like, what are we supposed to do with that? How are we supposed to use that? And I'd be, you gonna make my old ass get out there and show you? Hey, look, you know what was the best fun we used to have? When we was around about 9, 10, 11. uh Even though my daddy had brought us brand new uh 10-speed bikes, we still kept on to our little 20-inch bikes, right? So when they would leave, we would build a ramp. Now, the way our house was, we had a concrete alley, and it went all the way to the end of the apartment and the house. And then for like maybe, I'm gonna say 8 to 10 feet, there was yard. We would build a ramp on the concrete, and we would start all the way from the front, and we'd ride that bike fast as we fucking could. We'd hit that ramp, we go flying, bow, and we'll hit the wall. And you think we'll be like, maybe we shouldn't be doing this stupid shit. No, everybody waited around for their turn to come around. Sometimes the only time it got real bad was when we broke the fucking wheel, when we bent the wheel on the bike. Then we got to figure out how we gonna get another wheel. She can say what she wants. She's fucking lying. It was more than 10 feet though, but it wasn't no 30, 40 feet. Now that I think about it, because we could put, if we use that bike and we lined it up from chain, D to chain to D to chain.
Well, y'all.
Yeah, it wasn't no 30, 40 feet deep.
I don't know. It just looked big.
From the concrete to the fence,
That was the y'all.
that was about 15 feet, maybe.
Okay.
That was about 15 feet, maybe.
It was big.
Then 30. Yeah, when you go that way in the yard, but our ramp was right here.
Okay.
Fuck, they had dirt on side the concrete, you know, but right there where that concrete, where they made their patio area at, it was not no 30, 40 feet from the concrete to the fence.
Okay, but it was big, big. It was big.
It was about maybe 15 feet, maybe. And my parents had a plank. It was like that wide and it was that thick. And that's what we'll stack it up on bricks and we'll make our ramp. Even and if you would go too slow, your ass would just plop down because the ramp will come up off, like a seesaw, and you would just plop right down. It was a skill. You had to learn it. Mm. Oh well, you're gonna have to send me pictures of that. And my daddy used to have his garden in his shed in the backyard. Man. Well, they gotta make room to put, but which is amazing because as long as my parents owned it, it was historical and they couldn't do nothing to it. But what they want, they were allowed to do. Now these motherfuckers coming in and building new buildings, and you see how that fucking shit work? Full of shit. Because I remember at one point my daddy wanted to make the back apartment a 2-story structure. And it was like, oh no, it's historical. You can't change the. But that house was not historical. That apartment unit was built, I'm gonna have to say in the late 60s, maybe the 50s. Right, that's what I'm saying. Wow. Because my mom was mad about it, but my daddy always tried to make plans and revisions for my sister and myself. But he was like, this. And that's why it pissed me off. But I knew that if I didn't know from him that, mental illness is an issue in my family. Nobody will admit it, but it's an issue. Like, I have an aunt. She just blows my mind because she's all about my black people, this, that, and the other, but she bleaches her skin. It don't make sense to me.
She love her black people. She just don't love her black skin.
It goes together though. It's simultaneous. Right. Like, how can you? It's like my black people, but I got to go ahead on put this bleaching cream on because I can't be that black of black people. Like it just don't. It just don't
look lighter than my black people.
Right. It just didn't make no sense to me, and that always used to fuck me up because I couldn't understand it. And fuck, I knew from a child they was throwed off on my mama's side. I ain't have no choice but to know. And what I mean by that is, like, anytime you gonna fucking have a shootout with motherfuckers, with your family inside, with your mother and your nieces and nephews, like your family's next generation inside, you fucking whacked off. And it ain't like they started shooting at you first. You started shooting at them first. There's a difference. What? No, I don't think so. Man, that shit traumatized me. Fuck what you saying. I'm in there having, I'm used to the fucking gunshots and shit. I'm having me a good sleep. And they waking us up, telling us get down and shit. I'm like, what you mean, bitch? We already laying down. And they're like, no, get down. I was like, ain't this a bitch? Then my mama gonna come get us and shit. I'm like, oh, bring them to our house, won't you? Man, I couldn't believe. They say you reap what you sow. You do. But,
Shit, not we just sleep through that shit. Like it's
right.
nothing.
Yeah, we sleep through it.
God,
But to be a child and be woke up until you
Yeah,
get
oh yeah,
down
yeah, that was
and you
traumatizing.
already, like, we're down. What you talking about?
Yeah, that was traumatizing. But it's like now, I think everybody in New Orleans got that instilled in their body. If you got to get down, you be fucking sleep, just roll off the bed. Go the fuck out the bed.
And them motherfuckers went at it for a few. I'm like, you gonna go out there with that big ass revolver, man? Just what a rifle at? Just hit it right and kill the bitches and call it a day.
Right.
Where's that military training? Let it kick in. Fuck.
Right, just go outside, kill the motherfucker, go back inside, and lay down. Fuck.
Right.
Shit. Get over with. Fuck, I saw my friend get fucking killed in the next block. That really fucked me up. She said she'd have been in the closet on the floor screaming.
I was like,
Nah, you get used to it after a while.
right. But my only thing is, they didn't fuck with us or nothing like that. Fuck, I don't even think none of the parties involved went to jail. But I do believe his mama made him leave for a while. The boy who was shooting with my uncle, he might have did go to jail. Because I didn't see them for a while after that happened. But, goddamn, we fucked with these children on a daily. And fuck, you just don't never know what the fuck with my uncle, why the fuck he was shooting at them children. And fuck, he's so old and fucked off, you can't even ask him if he even remember that shit now.
Just because you don't think he remember, he probably do.
Man, my uncle, look here. They are really well in elderhood right now, okay? And when I say elderhood, they're like up around the ages that my grandma was when I was a 10-year-old. See, because it took me being a teenager to realize my grandma was really old, because I was going to school with these people. My best friend, when I was in the 11th grade, her great grandma was still around. I was like, wow, bitch, really? And my great grandmother died, and she lived a full life. She was about, wait, I did the math. I know she was like in her 80s. She was in her 80s. I was 7 years old when my great grandmother died. But here it is, you 16 and your great grandma still alive?
Yeah, I was about 7, 8 when I lost my great grandma too.
Okay, but I let me see. I can't remember. I think she told me her great grandma was like 70, 60 something. I went, wow, for real? She was like, yeah. And I can't, but that's because my grandmother's branch of the tree, she didn't start her childbearing life young. My grandma didn't have her first kid till she was in like her mid 30s. So she started her branch of the tree late. And then my mama kind of started late too because she didn't have her first kid till about 26. But I had older cousins, but who was the oldest? My oldest cousin was only 3 years older than me. I'm gonna give her 4 because I think she said she made 50 this year. So Yeah, but that's still 3 years older than 3.5, 3, 4 years. But my oldest cousin on my mama's side is only 3 years older than me. So, and it was her old hot tail ass little brother that had that baby. And he was 3 years younger than my mama. So, what he was like 23. And so now my cousins, them hoes ain't waste no time. uh, the first one had her first baby at 19. Well, really, they did it as a group venture, cause uh,
Damn.
your great great grandmother outlived her daughter. Wow, that's good. But look here, my family. Uh, I'm gonna say one branch of my family. Well, I'm gonna have to say two branches of my great grandmother's kids were cursed. And you're looking at me crazy.
Yeah, what you mean?
Uh, why I say they was cursed? I have an aunt, 109, 110. Wow, that's good.
Yes, indeed.
I say that because why I say they were cursed, because my great aunt, I'm trying to remember who died first. Okay, I think it was her son. 9 years old, go hunting, get his brains blown out. Then his mama died, and it was in a car accident. And what really killed her about the accident was that the engine came into the car and crushed her body. Then the next son died. He was on a ship and his body got cut in half.
My God.
Right. Then the husband died. And that just left their two youngest kids. Well, no, because the 9-year-old was one of the youngest kids. That just left their second son and their baby girl. Then he died from his heart exploding. So I understand why
That was real.
my cousin
turmoil.
kind of crazy and through. That's how her family died. But her oldest brother died after she became an adult. But the rest of them all died tragically as hell.
Yeah.
Then I had another another one of my great aunts. She died in a bad car wreck too. To real bad. Like the steering wheel and shit broke up all her bones and shit.
Damn. Oh, Lord, that was tragedy. That was tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. Lord, nobody died out of them just the natural causes.
No. The only one who might
Lord.
die from natural causes is the last one alive. And
Jesus.
the last two that were left, they were able to have kids. Like her brother had about maybe 3 kids and she had two. So that's the only way that they line may go on. And oh well, my mama and my daddy gonna stop here. The buck stop here. We ain't have none. My brother has one, but he does not acknowledge her. And
Not too old.
I'm too old, bitch. I ain't got it in me. I can't carry no child no way.
Okay, well.
I am too old.
Eggs.
I'm not going through no fucking taking shots and freezing no eggs. Fuck all that. What eggs?
What you mean?
Mm.
The
I'm
surgery.
past 40. That's too old. I feel that past 40 is too old. I'm like, what the
They
fuck? I
young,
don't want to be no
46.
50-year-old mama. I'm fucking 50 and I'm bringing my baby to fucking kindergarten. They're like, look at your grandma. No, that's my mama. I don't want to put my child through no shit like that. I had friends like that.
My friend was like that.
I had a friend, one of my best friends growing up, and her mama, you still got another 10 years if you feel up to it. Bull. Double hockey sticks to your 10 years. Right. Uh, I want to get out on the water. I won't go crabbing and I won't go fishing.
But you ain't too old to do that, though.
What?
You ain't too old to do that.
No, I ain't too old to go crabbing and fishing. But as far as carrying a baby, I don't see it. I'm sorry. That's alien shit to me.
Alien. What is alien about having a baby?
Even a garden is alien shit to me. How the fuck?
To see it grow?
Yes. From this little bitty shit you could barely see. Then you got a plant and you got 10 fucking edible things on this plant.
And then you can eat
That's
it.
alien shit to me.
I understand what you're saying.
I've never went fishing in Dallas or in the Texas area. When I do go, yeah, it's gonna be a day trip. I'm gonna just go on down to the lake with my gear. But
Go on down to the light. Bitch, how old are you?
and but yeah, it's a day trip. It's about maybe 20 miles from here, really.
Cuz wanna go fishing?
Which one? She don't want to go fishing.
Yes, she do. She did. She did.
That girl don't know nothing about no fishing, man.
Yeah, I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to do it.
We got to get us a designated driver because
To go fishing?
yes,
What the hell you need a designated driver? Curse the driver. You can't get no more designated than that. Because you got to straighten up and fly right if he driving you.
if he driving, I can't even drink my drink.
You're right.
Fuck no. That boy make me nervous. I was following him the other day. He almost sideswiped a fucking truck that was 20 years older than that van. Was gonna fuck it up.
That nigga funny about my baby. So about my, that shit was just so funny. I didn't want to laugh at him doing that was funny. Man. I'm telling my mom.
Right. I really won't give me a big turtle. Cause Lord, no word of lie, I miss me a good piece of turtle meat. I won't give me about maybe 4 pounds of turtle meat. And
It make you and only you a soup.
we like to stew our turtle.
Mm. Or make you and the boys a stew or something.
I guess so.
Okay, because you know I ain't gonna do that shit.
Oh well. My family was not interested in that. It's like the moment my mama died, they treated us like the plague. And once my grandma died, they treated us like the extra plague. So,
Extra players, baby.
okay, in between my mama and my grandma dying, even though they just died months apart, we still would do shit together as with my family.
Yeah.
Okay, even though grandma didn't make it to Thanksgiving, we still did shit with my grandma and them. But once my grandma died, it was like, mm, Well, we was only fucking with y'all because y'all mama. Right, a nice turtle sauce pecan. No. No, I do not want a turtle sauce pecan.
P-I-Q-U-A-N-T.
What?
Pecan.
What?
P-I-C-Q-U-A-N-T. I'm spelling it. Right.
Right.
Well, I'm fucking just kind of glad that some of my cousins still, want to be close and shit. Because for all of us, it's not close like we used to be
Bruh, we
at
used
all.
to
And I know my
live for
grandma's coming
fucking
over. But yeah,
us when we were growing up as kids. We used to live for the holidays and the summers because that was the only time we could really be with our cousins. What?
hmm? I
Oh,
don't
what the fuck
understand
she
that one.
talking about?
I don't understand that.
I don't need to. I just let her babble.
She
Uh,
probably sleeping.
yeah, they were like our siblings. Like I said, we used to live for the fucking holidays and the fucking summer. Cause you're gonna find us together. Uh, but once we started hitting
Oh,
teen years, bitch, I ain't even bothered about that shit. You let insignificant shit bother you. Anyways, we used to live for the summers to be with our cousins. So that, and we wouldn't be doing too much of nothing extra. We'd be like, when you come over, bring your bike. We gonna go ride. Okay, yeah. Now that they did fucking fuck us off because of my brother. Like, bitch, are you seeing me living large or something? Have you seen my fucking space improving? Nah, that did have part to do with it, but it didn't have nothing to do with us. Because unlike him, how you gonna blame us and he's the only one still there? Like me and my sisters, unlike my brother, we had a life. My brother didn't leave my parents' house until fuck. Let me do the math. Like 40 years after he was born there. No shit. I know what year. Right. That's like recently a cousin of, yeah, he was born on Feliciano. But well, Felicity. Because Feliciano in the ninth ward. But anyway, that's like I had a cousin. I've had 2, 3 cousins die this year. But when I'm gonna call her, I'm not gonna say her name. I'm gonna just give y'all a scenario. I got 25 seconds. So I had a cousin. She had a handicapped daughter. I would help her take care of her daughter, and we were somewhat together and close. Like if I would be at her house helping her with her daughter, if I needed to go home and get different clothes or to get whatever from my house, I paused because this is supposed to be where an ad is inserted for those of you who do not have premium YouTube, which I understand wholeheartedly why you would not have it,
Why?
because I'm not paying that shit.
I don't like commercials.
Yeah, I understand that, Miss Lucy. But this is where I'm about to get off at. I had a cousin die a couple of weeks ago, and everybody,
I know that's real. Miss Lucy.
everybody, everybody calling, oh, she died. And I'm like, okay, like she was from the previous generation, What y'all didn't think she would die, or or what's the big 'em? And see, your experience, they don't have the same experience I had with my family, because it's obvious my grandma must have was the 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 maid caregiver bitch of the family. What I mean by that is, whenever something, whatever, my grandma always want to volunteer me to do shit. My uncle need help raising his kids. Go help that old bastard. My cousin need help with her handicapped daughter. Go help that old bitch. Uh, my other cousins need babysitters while they cheering at. Go help them bitches. But they always wanted me to help. So when I helped my cousin with her daughter and whatnot, they only saw the outside of it, and they didn't really even pay attention to the outside. But long story short, while I was helping my cousin with her daughter, me and my little cousin got close. We were like third cousins. So me and her got close. We was partners. You know, so her mama didn't want us smoking no more. So when her mama would leave, me and her get high, and or I give her a cigarette and whatnot. So, but there was this program from the state of Louisiana where they would pay you, and I use that loosely because they was not paying some sufficiently enough for a caregiver for anybody. But my uh my cousin was not ambulatory. There's a difference when you're taking care of an ambulatory person than someone who's bedridden. And my cousin encouraged her daughter to not do nothing. She encouraged her to be bedridden. Like, she wouldn't even, like, if my cousin was like, Mama, I feel like I want to sit up today. Oh, baby, you don't need to sit up. You remember what happened last time you sat up. Just lay there and I'm going to get you. Yeah, she would do that to her. And, she had MS. So, uh, her muscles and shit wasn't all that good. They started to decline because her mother didn't make her use any of them. Shit. I had another cousin that had MS, God rest her soul, and she lived in her 50s. Fuck, her 60s. She went to the military and all that, but she kept her mobility up. Her fucking sister took her out with a double dose of morphine, but they're not gonna let that touch them. Uh, and as me and my little cousins became friends and what, even after Katrina, I would go down to Louisiana and see them because after Katrina, they moved out the city and they moved on to Baton Rouge. So wherever I would go down there, I would go see my little cousin. I'm calling her my little cousin, but she's older than me by 5 months. But I've always been the big cousin, even though I was the youngest one, so to speak. But I wasn't the youngest because I had a cousin that was younger than me, but only by 5 days. And out of the 76ers, the last 76 baby was my cousin. But we had about fuck 4, 5 babies born in 76 in our family, amongst the different branches of whatnot. My grandma has 3 grandchildren born in 76, all girls. And my other cousin, that was my mama's first cousin, she had a baby in 76. And but we got a few of us. It's more than 4 of us born in 76. So me and my cousin, we got close, and we really generally became friends. It took a big fucking bedridden for it to happen though, because when that little heifer was on her feet, she was a thought. And I wasn't into that thought lifestyle. So it took her not being into that thought lifestyle and shit no more for us to be friends. So we become friends and shit. And like I say, even after Katrina, I would go down to Baton Rouge to see and whatnot. And when we went down the last time I saw my little cousin alive, I told her, I say, see, you know, I'm drained. I can't do no more funerals. They going to funeral now, it just really fucking tears me down. I can't do funerals no more. So that's why I come spend time with you, because I'm not gonna see you go home, so to speak. She was like, you know what, I understand. And if you don't want to make my funeral, or you can't make my funeral, I have no problem with that. Her mom in the background, fuck that. You better come to my baby funeral, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, bitch, if I have her blessing,
Right. Who are you?
who the fuck are you? Right. If she understands, who the fuck are you? But the motherfucker, when I would talk to the motherfucker, because the motherfucker got on Facebook, y'all. So I sent that old bitch a friend request. I don't know. It took a while for her to answer me and reply to it. And then,
Right.
right. And then, so when I would send her messages on Facebook, she wouldn't fucking answer. So I'm like, and y'all sitting up here, oh, she died and you got to. Y'all bitches, every time somebody die, y'all want everybody at the funeral. Y'all don't make provisions for me. Y'all don't even know what my situation is. But you want me to be there. Now, mind you, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say I can't make these funerals. But I choose not to tell myself up about the shit. Because, look, my partner, he died in 2015. And when I say my partner, like, he was one of the closest people I have ever been to since I've moved to Texas. We had been friends about, I'm going to say 6, 7 years. So I got ready to go to his funeral, y'all. Nowhere to lie. I got dressed. I pressed my clothes. I got my boots out. I didn't even have my hat on. And I got ready to go to his funeral. But when we got there, I knew I didn't want to see him laying up there like that. Right, but people don't feel that way, Janelle. Your family don't feel that way. Everybody won't act like they slighted. and shit. But why do I have to have connections with you around people's death? Why do I have to connect with you around people dying? You know, I kid you not. 2004, I lost 4 people, and in the same months, 1 month, to the next few months. Then I lost my daddy a whole year after that. And when my daddy died, I was like, "This is the last funeral I'm going to." Well, of course, if Keisha kick it or one of them, I probably go. But
I would also.
because 9 out of 10, I'm gonna be the one planning it and whatnot. But as far as
Don't be the one.
family and all that, you know, I'm not gonna fuck my livelihood up for the dead. God forgive me. You know, I take what picture I got of your ass and I put it on my altar, or so speak, my wall, and I have to move on. I can't do nothing about you dying. And you want to know some fucked up shit? Ain't no word of lie. Since my cousin died, some creepy shit been happening around here. And she died like 2 weeks ago. You saying
Right.
that? My cousin, we had an okay relationship even before her daughter got sick. But the moment that I refused to do what she said, it was like, fuck me. And if that's how people operate, then more power to you. Fuck you too. Uh, because I kid you not, no word of lie. Yesterday, my sons went somewhere, and I could have swore to God I heard the door open again. And even then, the bells. Didn't you hear them bells ringing yesterday?
I didn't hear no bells. I didn't hear no bells. I heard the door, but I didn't hear no bells.
But they was gone already.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we both heard the door. I didn't hear no bells.
You didn't hear them bells?
No.
Them bells.
No.
They.
No. But you were stripping on that one. I heard the
No,
door.
I was not tripping.
Okay, well, you the only one heard that. You heard bells. I only heard the door. That's some scary shit.
But then the other day when that can just started rolling across the floor.
Yeah, you saw that shit too, bitch, before we went live? Oh my God, that shit was so scary. It was so scary. Pretty much, pretty much.
Lord, I kid you not. We was getting ready to go live, and all of a sudden we just hear a can rolling. And we like, what the fuck? And we look, we search for what's, and the can is fucking rolling across the goddamn floor.
Right.
And it had been there all night and it had never moved. I was like,
the night of my party.
I was like, oh, now y'all bitches won't play. All right.
And the thing about it, it wasn't on it wasn't on the floor. That can was not on the floor. It was on that brown table, on your fish table. How the fuck it got down there? I don't know. Cause did you hear it fall?
No, I did not.
Hear it fall. The bitch just started rolling. That was crazy. That was fucking crazy. Terrell came up. We always like, what the fuck was that? The only way I could go to sleep after seeing shit after hearing that and seeing that was that, okay, the wind under the door was pushing it. That's it.
Yeah, I know that's what that is. But still, it was just like,
right. Don't scare us.
My God.
You're welcome, but don't scare us.
Because at first I started to get scared, but I was like, wait, that's a can rolling. Because I had no idea what it was when it first started. I don't even know where it came from.
I really want to put that can on the floor and roll it again just to see if that's what it really sounds like. Cause bitch, I don't know. That was eerie.
That's what it sounded like.
Really?
Yeah. We was like, wow. What the hell are you talking about?
Right, Miss Boosie. I just don't. I don't do it. Mm-mm. I try not to talk about it, none of that shit. But you know, there's people that have to talk about that shit. I don't know.
Okay, no shit demons walk amongst us, and
Yes, indeed. I mean, we know we have visitors and stuff. We know demons walk amongst us. We know we have visitors and stuff that come around us or whatever. But my thing is this: don't fuck with me. If I don't fuck with you, why fuck with me? You know.
anyways, you always got to fucking go there. Sometimes you need to just shut the fuck up. They got demons. You think people don't know that? Fuck. What would fucking cause a fucking child to kill their fucking mama?
Right, Miss Lucy? Don't get me wrong with it.
Right.
No, ma'am. Because let's be real, we have an altar soon as you walk in our hallway with all of our loved ones that we lost. That is eerie enough. That's scary enough. You know? But honestly, I'm going to be real with you. I talk to them. I let them know we getting ready to leave. I let them know when we come back. They be like, this bitch tripping. Who you talking to? I'm talking to them up in the hallway. That's what I'm talking to. You know, I don't know. It's scary to me, but at the same time, it's scary and it's comforting at the same time. And I don't know. I don't know.
I always said you had issues when we were growing up. You always like to look at the dark. You rarely look for the light. And I've said that a lot. We know there are demons amongst us. Fuck. I see it on the regular. People don't believe me when I say that. Maybe because they got their own demon that they dealing with.
Right.
But I see it on the regular, on the daily. I know that demon walks amongst us.
Don't get her to start talking, please, because she scares me. Mel really scares me when she starts talking like that. Right. I rebuke them demons in the name of Jesus. Oh no. They can flee from here.
Believe me, I know. But I don't look for the darkness. When I notice a demon or whatnot, whatever, I say my prayers and I keep it moving. I try not to fuck with the demon. I leave it be until it fucking really come at me. But other than that, I leave it alone. And that's what it is. Motherfuckers look at me crazy. You know, sometimes I start burning all kind of shit and why are you doing it for me? That's what I'm doing it for. Motherfucker told me I was doing voodoo on them.
You just ain't gonna let that go on.
But I do what I do for me and my surroundings and whoever is susceptible to it. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I just keep you out. But I will say this. I don't repress it. It's just that some motherfuckers would prefer I repress it.
I don't prefer you repress it.
I just prefer to do my stuff alone, speak to my ancestors and whatnot alone. Because even though this is your family and you've grown and whatever with them and whatnot, they still look at me crazy when I talk out loud. So I but I don't really have to uh my family sleeps so much. I do a lot of my work in those hours. See, they sleep late, but since I've gotten into the thing of going to bed around no later than maybe 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I am up at 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
So I do my work and whatever then. I will go into more detail, but there's so much more that you can use in Sage. Just um well, it's not that I'm hiding, it's just that I need my peace to do what I have to do. And when everybody's up and there's all this commotion and having to deal with their whatever when I'm doing my what I'm doing, it's just it's distracting. Yeah, I talk too, but I ask too.
You ask.
Yes. Yes.
I'm scared to do that.
I ask.
I talk, but I don't ask. I'm scared to.
That's just like when all them lights was flashing, I was like, come on now. I understand, but if I can talk it away through science, I will. You're gonna have to stop flashing them lights and come to me on a more personal level.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
I've learned how to tune people out, Chatterboo. If I'm doing what I do or whatever, I've learned to tune people out.
No, it's not. But see, that's
People are scared of what they don't understand
right.
or what they don't know.
But my thing is that's because that's what they had to do to colonize us.
Right.
Oh, don't mess with the voodoo. Voodoo is evil.
Right.
You can only follow a Christian God, the God of our nations, if you want to be safe and free. Which is not true because we knew nothing of your gods of your nations before y'all taught him. So that's why I don't I do spiritual. I'm not too much into religion, Christianity type. Cause me and Keisha sit here and talk, and Keisha get mad because she's like, if you don't believe in God, I can't fuck with you. And I'm like, okay, what do you know about God? And your ancestors taught you that, but you know, We didn't. This is
So
Christianity.
you
And
don't believe in a higher power?
I believe in a higher power,
You just don't
but
believe
all
there's a
that
God.
that's the Bible and the Christ. That's bullshit. How can you accept people with tattoos as preachers, but you can't accept gay people? How can you accept all these people who having children out of wedlock and shit, but you can't accept people who just won't live the way you want them to live? You God say love me as you love everyone as you love yourself, but yet these people who are big time Christians cannot bring themselves to do that. Right. But it's a sin.
But it's not called sport.
That's not my. But this is all stuff that was written in a book made by man.
By man, I do believe in a higher power. And if
I
have
said
to say
Christianity and religion.
You know,
that's like all these like Christians believe in Jesus. But if you go to other religions and stuff like that, there is no Jesus. If you go to religions that are older than Christianity, there is no Jesus. Right. There is no Jesus. Explain that then. These religions are older than Christianity. They didn't have Jesus. Why is it when Christianity come around, there's this fictitious Jesus? They even have religions after Christianity that do not mention Jesus.
You believe in demons, but you don't believe in God. That makes no sense to me.
No. There's a difference between a God and God.
Yeah.
Right, no Jesus. Right. Still, there is. My thing is, you saying God. Who is anybody to tell you who God is?
True.
The only way someone can tell you about who God is this because it's their belief. But if you grew up in a world where there's no quote unquote religion, there's no God. That's like, even though we have touched somewhat on religion with Alonzo, when it comes to stuff like that, he's a blank slate. Yeah. And that's with a lot of people. You only know what you are taught. If our parents would have never taught us the Christianity and the way of the world, so to speak, alrighty then. I was never afraid of it. My grandmother growing up always had her altars. She didn't tell us what they were for, but I knew it was something to do with her prayer time. She always had her altars. She had a few altars. And I've never been afraid of spirit work. This is how we naturally got along and did our religion back in the motherland. And it has spread across because of slavery. Just as much as they spread Christianity, they could not stop believers from practicing their belief. Right. That's spirit work, Miss Boosie. Most people don't have altars. My grandma, my daddy's mama, she didn't have no altar. And that's the crazy part because she was more African than my mama's family. That's crazy. Right? Her candles. My grandmother had an altar. She had her candles. She had her saints. She had other little things on her altar and stuff. And that was her altar.
She had her
Huh?
saints. She had her saints in her novena. She didn't have no altar. Before, in the kitchen, but she be
Right, the deities.
with her stuff like that. It'd be on the table in the kitchen, but
And that's the thing.
altar.
Right. We all had a religion. You know, it was not what they were fucking into, but we had our own. That's just like, you know, in order to make the Africans conform, you know, they forced them to be quote unquote Christians. But it still wasn't what they wanted, so to speak. But you know, it is what it is. But if that's something that you're interested in, burning ancestor money. See, you deeper into it than me. Explain it to
I
me.
would like to know about that too.
Right, but in Louisiana, our people chose not to do it. They didn't want us to be different. They didn't want us to be singled out. My mother was the first generation in my family not to speak French. My grandmother speak French fluently. So did my daddy's daddy. And my daddy could also speak French. My brother and my sister picked it up, but I just couldn't get down with the French. And I tried. I do know a little French. But I still speak it like a foreigner.
Like, is it to see you learning it for the first time?
Yes. Like Kello et Tail. You know what that means? That's not what I asked you. All you know is my name is, you ain't even.
Je m'appelle Keisha.
Oh, wow.
Comment allez-vous? That's it.
Comment allez-vous? How are you, I believe?
Yes.
Yeah, see? Just simple shit.
Yes.
But I found this book in the library, y'all. I should not have brought it back because I kid you not, it made it real easy for me to understand Spanish. I should have. If I knew the library didn't charge you late fees no more, I'd have kept that bitch forever. And just kept renewing it. And I should have did that because there wasn't no book nobody was looking for. And they said this is how they teach high school Spanish. What up,
Hey, Alasia.
Alasia? But the book was easier for me than that. because I never took high school Spanish. But that, it broke it down and it made it kind of easier for me to understand it. So I think I might go in there with the French one because, like I said, both of my siblings speak fluent French. Little bastards. They ain't won't help me though. But my brother learned it naturally though, because like I said, the ancestors would help him. That's how they spoke to him. So he learned it from them speaking it to him. Whereas I learned mine from a book. Oh, you not fluent no more? I
I was
haven't
thinking
looked
about
up.
that one, the Babel
I
clock.
haven't looked up Babel. I don't want to pay. I'm cheap. I'm just gonna have to learn it the hard way. You speak Spanish fluent though. Where you get that shit from? Cause ain't no Spanish blood supposedly in our blood. You don't speak Spanish fluent no more? Wow. So true is if you don't use it, you lose it. What you doing that for?
Nothing.
I don't understand it.
Nothing,
Oh,
baby.
because I say ain't no Spanish in our blood. It don't matter. We saw evidence of them speaking French as children. Whenever my grandpa, and I think that was one of the reasons my grandmother didn't like my other grandma. Because whenever my grandpa and my mama would get together, da 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 da, and they would be speaking that French to each other, and they'd be fluent, and that shit be flying, and I was like, wow. See, my brother can speak Latin. He can read it. He learned that shit too. But still in all, as a child, when he would go out there by my daddy people, they talk to him in French. And when he, like, if my grandma and none of them could watch him, they go bring him over there to my old great aunt. And that was the only way she spoke. She was, I'm saying, yeah, she was great. Great times two aunt. How about that? Aunt times three? Because she was the woman I'm talking about was my grandfather's aunt. So great aunt. And the only way she would speak, she only spoke in French. She only spoke few English words. And what?
Hmm?
What's she talking about? What you talking
Your
about?
papa and your mama was your daddy parents, right?
All of them was mamas, okay? But when my mama and my daddy would get together, nothing but French. Unless they was talking to us or they wanted somebody to understand what they were saying.
Yeah.
Other than that, they only spoke in French.
They probably was talking about you motherfuckers all around, y'all. Y'all ain't no shit.
They probably was. Right, they did get along well, and my grandmother did not like that at all. And no, I was a child and could see she did not like that. That's how you call them. You call her what you want. She was my mama regardless. And if I got to not call her mama, I'm gonna call her Tip. What?
Miss Lewis.
Nope. That's Miss Chancellor. You got it all fucked up, saying all the wrong shit. That's how you looked at her. But even though you know, I didn't really have a relationship with her. I just,
A respect thing.
it was a, yeah, it was a respect thing. It ain't
Listen, I
got
ain't
nothing
have
to
nothing
do
with
with
my
no
grandma.
relationship
I still call her grandma.
because I didn't really have that. You know, I I was my mother's daughter, and I don't know what her beef was with my mama, but my father's mother really did not like my mama at all. Uh,
Lucille was the only grandma I had that relationship with. Yeah,
no,
but
I had
I
a
don't call my other grandma
as far
grandma.
as my relationship with my grandmothers, I was closer to my mother's mother. That's who I spent the most quality grandmothering time with. Because even when we would go out there to the country, it's like my grandmother put on the airs of she couldn't be bothered with us. You know, every now and then she would have one of her moments and we would have like a few little special times and whatever. But being the grandma that only gets to spend 2 weeks in the summer with her kids, you think she would have all kind of activities and things planned for us to do. It was not like that. You know, every now and then we'll go down to the bingo hall. My aunt would do a lot of a few things with us. I'm not even gonna say a lot. She would do a few things with us. You know, bring us down to the Dairy Queen. You know, bring us to the snowball stand. Bring us to the park every now and then. But we did not get that every summer that we went down there. We did not even get that every holiday that we went down there. It's like when we went down there, they wanted us to stay close to the house. We couldn't do shit. We could not venture out. What's up, Steph? How you doing?
Hey, stuff chick.
I'm sure it is. But, you know, especially around the time that I was around 8 and my parents brought the piece of land out there, then that
We
shifted
good,
from
chick.
my time with my grandmother and my aunt to where my grandpa would take us out with him. Now, he would take us out with him every now and then, but once we got an activity that, like the farm, so to speak, come on, let's get out here and pick these beans or this, that, and other. Come on, y'all wanna go fishing? Yeah, my grandpa did that for us. But my grandfather died 4 years after that. So, you know, we didn't really get to spend too many deep days like that with him. Then it was always muddled and cluttered with whatever bullshit he had going on with my grandma. Them two motherfuckers stayed fussing. I don't see how they stayed married that long and had that many goddamn kids. Cause they stayed fussing. Yeah. Be useful for me. Give me some ice.
Gonna talk about voodoo and then go sit there in the dog room. Ain't that?
Voodoo is just a religion. Not everything
I know,
about
B.
voodoo
I'm
is
just
evil and
playing.
dark.
Bitch, you don't think I know that? I'm just fucking with you. Cause bitch, I know that. Nobody don't know that. I know that.
Right. Yeah, it took my grandmother to being my daddy mama. It took her being sick to fuck with me, so to speak.
It ain't that nice.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, we finally ate some crabs and whatnot.
Hey, ain't got no ice.
Yeah, we got ice, B.
No, we don't.
Let me see the bag. Hold the bag up.
It's right there. With nothing in it.
I know where they got some ice, but I ain't gonna put you through that. Oh well, y'all, I done did 215. Children are innocent. And I'm tired of the bullshit. So she can kick rocks. Right, it's been hot everywhere. Like right now, it says 94 degrees. And they got that little. But it's been feeling. I just wear loose, long sleeve shirts. I'm gonna have to do something with this hat though. This hat is double layer. I think I'm gonna go ahead and lay this bitch out, unstitch it, and I'm gonna make it a single layer hat.
Yeah, that heat ain't no joke.
Man, you're saying that, but
a tabbouleh or what is that? Tabbouleh, Miss Boosie?
all right, concrete jungle, yeah, but
Oh, okay. All right, stuff.
but I be out there. I try to find me some shade, have me a cool drink, and I'm good.
It was so hot today. I wanted to fight. I just wanted to fight anybody. I just really wanted to fight. Somebody pissed me off as it was. Then another bitch pissed me off. I just wanted to fight. It was so fucking hot. I really understand now. Heat and fighting mix. Cause bitch, I was so hot. I wanted to fight myself. I was so fucking hot, bitch.
You want to fight
outside.
everybody.
For real.
You just let the demon on you today. I just was like, bitch, get away from me. Because this shit you doing is just uncalled for nigga shit.
No, that was not uncalled for. How you be ignorant to us, but the motherfuckers behind us, hi, how are you doing? You stupid bitch. And that's what I called her when I got out the line. You stupid bitch. Because, bitch, none of you hoes is better than us. At all. Bitch, we all the same. Stop fucking playing. We all the same, bitch. When you get cut and I get cut, don't we bleed the same? So, bitch, stop acting. Bitch, we all the same. Because, bitch, the police fucking stop you. They ain't gonna look to see that you're white. Bitch, all they see is your fucking ethnicity and that you're not white. They're gonna treat you just like they treat us. Stop with that bullshit.
My daughter going through bullshit. And
girl, yeah.
Me myself, I don't want her to I don't want to jeopardize her freedom, so to speak, even though she don't care for her to do my hair. So I just stay by my business.
What you mean?
You know she got them people children at her house.
Oh yeah.
I feel like if you watching people children, if you cannot supply them with supervision, you should not leave them.
Why are they there?
She don't feel that way.
That's what I don't understand. Are they living there now? What the fuck are they there for?
It's summertime. What you think they there for?
Okay, they got a mama. They still got a mama.
That's not your business. See, that's your problem.
No.
Y'all always want to get in everybody's
You won't bring them to my house. It's my business.
Who bringing them here?
She wanted to bring them here for my party. No. That's my business. I just want to know, are they staying with you now? What's the problem? Because it's like you don't have no life no more. All your life is them churn. And that's not yours. They're not yours.
Is it your life?
No.
Is it your life to live?
No, it's not.
Well, then what you worried for?
Take your life away for somebody
else?
That's not your business. Fucking run and play.
That's not your business, though.
Bitch, fuck that. She's just like them. She's mine too. That's my business.
That is not your business.
Yeah, what up? Mm-hmm.
You lived your life how you wanted, regardless of what your elders told you, right?
No,
What make you think
I
they
actually
any
went
different?
with the elders.
Well, why was you sneaking out the window to go to the club?
I was grown. I was doing that for my husband. Yeah.
Still didn't know. Why were you sneaking out then?
Because I wanted to go out. I wanted to do shit.
My point exactly.
Yeah, I do. You know, I do. That's just crazy. You letting this hoe go running fucking run behind the fucking nigga and shit while you keeping her fucking churn. What the fuck that's about?
That is not your fucking business.
So you ain't got nothing to say about that. You ain't got no kind of feelings, no thoughts, nothing on that situation.
Is she coming here?
And won't be.
All right then. That's not my business. Fuck. I had to force her to feed the little bastards. So what are you even worried about? She won't sit up there. Man, I've been cooking since these children, they got to go home.
Well, bitch, you got
Well,
to
bitch, you the one allowing them to be there. So it's your business.
That's what I'm saying. You allowing them
I
to
don't
be
have to
there
mind
for.
your business. Your business is your business. I'm telling her, we cooked all that shit. I was like, look, you got them the children over there. At least take them. I say, because I know they like boys. They like from the age of like maybe 10 to 12. And I was like, Alonzo eat 3 pieces of chicken and he's 7.
He did. He ain't
So
full.
bring them 3 pieces of chicken each. No, fuck them children. Well, what the fuck you watching them for? If you really and truly feel like fuck them children, get them the fuck out your house before shit turn bad.
Because she don't feel like that. She just saying that. If she really felt like that, she would not have them children in our house. You could best believe that. But she don't feel like that.
Well, why come here and say that shit to me? I'm trying to help you feed these little bastards,
Well,
and
you
I'm
know,
trying
that's
not
her.
to put this shit
That's
up.
her. She like churn. I don't like churn. I don't. So it is what it is.
Lil, still you know, if you gonna have people children at your house, you have to supervise them. And if you're not going to supervise them, you have to leave them with a reliable adult.
Yep.
If you cannot
you
do that,
no
you have
problem.
to stay home or
Right.
drag them with you.
Right.
And if the people that you're going by don't want to buy them, then you got to stay home. Ain't no fucking, oh, they be good. That's just wrong. See this crease? You know why this crease is deeper?
Why?
Because, how can I say that?
Grapes.
See, they meeting. They meet on this side, but not on this side. Right. She's single too. But these are her friends' kids. Not one friend, a couple of friends. Like, bitch, you not the nursery. How much are you getting paid for this?
Nothing.
Well, why the fuck you got everybody
So
kids?
that's my girl babies, bitch.
Fuck.
All them children at your girl baby side.
The one who she do fuck with, his baby ain't over there. Thank you, Jesus, huh?
She'd been put them kids out if that one was over there because he likes to fight.
Huh?
He likes to fight. If that kid would have been over there, them other kids would have had to go because that kid likes to fight. And if one of those kids would have fought that little boy, because the way she's so dicked out behind this nigga, she'd put those kids out.
The language, ma'am.
I'm sorry. But you know what I mean.
All right, sister. Good night. Be blessed. Have a good one. Love you. Stay safe. I'm going to call you sometime over the weekend.
Sometime over the weekend.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to call her sometime over the weekend. But as I was trying to say a few minutes ago, I'm about to get up out here. I've been live for like 2.5 hours now. I have somewhere to be in the morning. It's 2 o'clock here. Good night, love you. Stay safe. Good night, Keisha.
Good night, y'all.
And yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I know I'm eventually going to go to bed, but I don't think. Okay, it's 3:07 where you are. We 2:07 because we are Central Time. You're Eastern.
Yeah.
And love all y'all. Thank
Love
y'all for
y'all. Good
coming.
night.
Y'all be blessed. Good night, everyone. Yes. And y'all stay safe. Stay safe in this heat, y'all. Because
Really,
this heat
please.
ain't no fucking joke. And
them headaches. Oh,
just go ahead on. Make sure you got you a good thermos of ice cold water and a shade hat. Till
right.
next time, y'all. Peace, love, and hair grease. Y'all
Can't
stay
fight the
safe
heat,
out
fight
there.
yourself.
And if you are in a predicament when you have no electricity, go somewhere where there is
Right,
electricity. And if you just got to rough it, I understand. Mel has been there before. The fucking
we
power
have.
went out or the AC been out in the dead of
Yes,
summer.
Lord.
We like to walk around here in our underwear with no
You
lights
thought Nanny
on.
was in Africa, so where he was.
Right. What you laughing at?
The way he was walking around the other day with just drugs.
That's how we walk around when there's no AC or electricity.
Yeah, I'm like, he just walking like really.
So y'all stay cool, y'all. Stay hydrated. Get your little Gatorades if you got to. Powerade, whatever is your favorite sports drink. And
awesome water.
I myself am partial to an orange Gatorade.
So,
it's just a flavor of back in the day. We every time you went to some kind of sporting event, it was either the lemonade or the orange Gatorade.
Right.
So there you have it. Yes, keep your devices charged. Right, water does not have electrolytes.
Put a little salt in it. There you go.
You need more than salt. You need potassium as well. So
pop your potassium pill.
Oh, you just want them to float a banana in the water?
I said pop a potassium pill. If you take potassium, take your potassium, please.
Anyway, get your stay hydrated. Yes, I love me a good body armor.
I like body armor, but I haven't been drinking it lately.
I had me some earlier tonight, but
I just like the taste. Are they really good for you though?
They don't have all that other shit.
But they do have the electrolytes and shit, right?
Right. Or you could just go old school and get alkaline electrolyte water, which they sell at the Dollar Tree, y'all. And I love those waters. I brought this Eternal water. It's an electrolyte. Is it electrolytes?
Nope.
No, it's just alkaline. And I don't really care for it. I've been having this bottle of water for almost. They get it from the Smoky Mountains. I've been carrying around this bottle of water for over a week, and they have minerals in this water too. And I just cannot bring myself to finish it off because it just don't taste all that good.
Oh, magnesium sulfate. But you don't have electrolytes. But
right, I got a watermelon. I got to cut that motherfucker open. I just can't bring myself to drink it. So
why salty? Kentwood. That's what Kentwood used to taste like to me. Salt water.
No, it's not salty. It's just. It's just something not right about it.
It makes you go, what is that?
But as I was saying, yes, I have my watermelon. I am going to cut it tomorrow. Because what's summer without a good watermelon? Right. And I hopefully we get us a good watermelon before the season is out. Right. But they're selling you all them old stockpiled watermelons. you can't really get a good watermelon in the store until about fucking August.
Right, and if you go to the truck where you know they be good, they want $20-$30 for it.
I pay that at this point. If
You
I
know
can
they
pay
be
$20
good.
for a steak, I can pay $20 for a watermelon.
That's
And on
true.
that note, I'm gonna say good night to y'all. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe. And don't let Keisha draw y'all into no more conversation.
What?
Because it's not worth
I
it.
didn't even say nothing.
We trying to get out here.
What?
So hydrate
Good night, y'all.
and stay cool. Till next time, y'all. Peace, love, and hair grease. And Mel is out of here. Yes, there is. And a couple of them from Staten Island. What the hell are you gonna do with the portable gas stove?
Cook on it. That way she ain't gotta smoke up the house.
Heat.
You know, that heat in the house.
All right, okay, excuse me. Y'all, good night. Yeah, love y'all too. Y'all stay safe. Later.